Hi, this is Kurt Frankenberg, and I'm making this short video here today to tell you about my new book, Get Paid Today. And the book was designed to answer this question: how can I start making money now? Well, the fact is you can't. That's called counterfeiting. They have some laws about that. You can get in a big amount of trouble. But seriously, it is possible in your small business, either existing small business or one that you'd like to start, for you to get paid immediately using some secrets and some steps that I've outlined. I needed to write this book. Why? Well, because there's so much about what it takes to actually be in business. You know, a lot of things like borrowing money or taking on partners that may or may not share your vision, or gambling your savings. You know, none of those things are necessary, and a whole bunch of activities are not necessary, at least not in the beginning. What we want to do is teach you how to become profitable immediately, and this is with any kind of business. Service business, sticks and bricks, retail type establishment, multi-level, service business, any kind of business that you start. It follows 5 particular steps. Every millionaire that I've ever interviewed has had a steady income along with a project, a business that they built, sometimes on a shoestring, sometimes starting with nothing and doing it as a side project, but then it became their big moneymaker. I've personally built 3 separate businesses, not only 3 separate businesses, but 3 separate kinds of businesses from zero, starting with less than $100 seed money and getting to 5 figures per month profit. Well, I've distilled these steps into this book. Would you like to avoid all the silly things that people say you need to be in business and get straight to the money? Would you like to use social media and other top secret tricks and techniques to test out your business idea so you know if it'll work or not before you spend a dime on advertising or equipment or inventory or rent or employees? Get Paid Today. Structure your small business startup to be profitable from day one is my book. And so far, it's only got 7 customer reviews. Probably will have more by the time you pick it up. Okay? Right now, it's on Kindle for $5.99. And as you know, you can always return a title to Kindle if you don't think it's going to work for you. Okay? So $5.99, zero risk. Principles and techniques that work are what fill these pages. I've made 3 separate businesses. Number 1, a sticks and bricks local business, a martial arts studio that I built from the ground up. An information product, a totally separate business. Instead of being nailed down to one location, like with a sticks and bricks business, an information product can be sold everywhere. Mine is sold in 38 countries. And then finally, a service business that I began with my teenager to teach him how to be an entrepreneur and how to do business correctly. Well, all 3 of these businesses, my information product, my martial arts studio, and my screen repair business that I'm currently doing with my son, all 3 were started with less than $100 capital, and all 3 have gone to the level of 5 figures profit or more per month. Get Paid Today will teach you how to set your own hours and make much more per hour using a secret I learned from my roommate Joe back in college. We'll also teach you the 2 things, only 2 things that you need for real to be in business. This was Keith's secret, my best friend growing up, and a gentleman that made piles and piles of cash whenever he wanted to in his teens and 20s. And furthermore, we'll teach you how to be profitable from the very first day you're in business. Now, I didn't say rich, didn't say get rich quick. I said profitable. Whenever your income exceeds your outgo, whether it's in business or some personal accounting, you are profitable, even if it's a penny. Well, I'll teach you how to be profitable from the very first day of business, which is the first step to becoming independent. This one is my secret. What if I told you that you could work less but earn more? What if I told you that a part-time side gig, a little job for yourself that you start on the side, could actually start out small with not a lot of investment, but then end up overtaking your regular income? What if I told you you could make more in 4 hours than you're making now in 8? Here's one of the testimonials, one of the reviews from the Amazon website. The title of the review is "Helped Me in 45 Minutes." And here's part of the body of that testimonial, that review. "I have owned over 5 small businesses in my life and am building another in a whole new location. Every time I do this, I look for a class, book, coach, or program that can help me get moving with new ideas. This time, Mr. Frankenberg's book hit the market right when I was looking, so it was my choice. Thank God, too. I have not finished the book, but he had ideas right away in the first chapter of the book that I used, and in 45 minutes I got my first new client from the suggestion. Then he asks you to email him as you do the exercises in the book. I highly recommend this." Go ahead and check out the rest of Tina's review on Amazon.com. Would you like to, number 1, dominate a niche market so that you are the best and logical choice that your customers think of? This is good not only if you're starting a business, but if you already own one and are looking to reposition yourself as the authority in your field. Would you like to know how to make your advertising 4 times as effective while spending a quarter as much? That's in Chapter 4. I think you're really going to like this. And then, would you like to have access to a business builder's toolkit and a mentoring program? Would you like to get paid today, either in a business that you start right now or in your existing business? Would you like to be bringing in more profit quickly? Well, that's the idea, and that's what we're doing with Get Paid Today.